Welcome back to the Code Me Event channel. My name is Gabor Sabo, and this video is going to be the first video where I'm sending a pull request to a Ruby project introducing a continuous integration to this project. So I've been working on the last couple of days on the new project that I have, which is called Ruby Digger, which is my first Ruby-based project. And it's similar to the PyDigger or similar for the CPAN Digger. I'm trying to collect Ruby gems in this case and analyze them a little bit and point to the ones where that are missing some kind any continuous integration. So what you can see here is the most recently uploaded Ruby gems, and ones with the link to their GitHub. Some that had a GitHub link, but it somehow was failing. Probably the link was incorrect slightly. We'll have to check that. So that's something to fix here. That the ones that have some kind of CI, so this has GitHub Actions, some might have Circle CI and so on. And these ones are missing the CI system. And so the ones where you already have GitHub and is missing the CI is the one that is easy to, or probably easy to implement. So here is the one that I tried with. This is the Scale RB. So what I did is clicked on the GitHub link, and actually it was relatively simple, I think. So what we are going to see is now how I did it, and of course I need to fork it, so I'll be able to make some changes. And in this case, I didn't even clone the repository. I said, okay, let's figure out how, if the one that's being used, being offered, if the configuration that's being offered by GitHub Actions or GitHub itself is good enough, or how I would change it. So when I click on Actions, it offers me various ready-made workflows, and it already recognized that's a Ruby project, I guess. So it offered the Ruby the relevant ones to Ruby, and here is the one that I picked because the other ones, this one is generating the gem and uploading and all kind of other things. So this will create or offer to create the configuration file. And here are some comments that I'm not interested in anymore. They are there. I sort of think that it's better to have all the branches to run the test, to run the CI. And then here are the versions of Ruby that can be executed, and it installs the using bundler installs the Ruby gems and then runs the tests. Okay. So here is I'm starting to commit, and now I don't want to commit to the main branch. I create a new branch, and which is going to be, I don't know, we just call it CI, as I usually call them, and this is what I did. So this committed the change, and which is just this configuration file, as you have seen in previous videos, and you might see elsewhere. So one of the things that while it's running, let me point you back to this page. So in case you would like to learn more how to configure GitHub Actions, the good thing is to go to the ones that already have GitHub Actions and then look at the other projects and see what they do and get ideas from there. And right now, this report shows only the most recent ones. It just fetches the most recent 50 ones from the API of Ruby gems, and then shows the ones that can be shown. I think it filters out duplicates, and that's it basically. So in case you have the same module, same gem uploaded several times, then in the last 50 cases, then it's going to show less. Later on, we can expand this to show more than just the last 50 or last whatever. So anyway, back to this project. While I was talking about that, I could click now on the actions again and see the results. And it was running and it already failed. And what we can see from this failure is that it fails on Ruby version 3, and then it was canceled on 2.6 and 2.7, because that's how the default configuration of this GitHub action, that it will fail. So it configured the matrix that it will run on 3 different versions of Ruby. And if one of them fails, then other ones are canceled or never executed and so on. And I tried to look at and understand the result, the reason of this failure, and I couldn't actually figure it out. So I said, okay, let's see if this might be something to do with version of Ruby. So what I had to do is add a line that I'm going to copy from off the screen. So I go back to the code and to the CI branch that I changed. And here I go back into this file, the Ruby YAML, and edit it. And obviously you can do everything on your computer if it's more convenient. And in the strategy, I can add this fail fast false. By default, this fail fast is true, meaning that if any of these any of the entries in the matrix fails, then all the rest are cancelled. What we saw. But if we turn it to false, then it will mean that it will try to run all the versions, and it's just committing onto CI branch. So it will. So I let it start running while I'm explaining it. So this false means that now it's going to run all three to completion or to failure, and in a way it's a bit wasteful. It might be a bit wasteful if the failure is the same on all the platforms, then all the versions of Ruby and all the other configurations that you might have in the matrix, then it would be wasteful. But if the failure only happens on one version, then you want to see that on one version of Ruby, let's say it fails, on the other versions it passes, because that will help you. That would make it easier to find what the source of the problem, source of the problem is. So if we go back now to the actions, and it's still running, that's why I wanted to talk more. And you can see that it fails on 3, but I already read it once, and I saw then that it was passing on 2.6 and 2.7. So apparently this error happens only on Ruby 3 or maybe other versions, but that's the whole thing. So once it's done, and I'm going to finish the video, I guess, before it finishes. Once this is all done, I can send a pull request, or I can disable version 3 because apparently it doesn't work there, and let the author of this gem know that, well, it's working on 2.6 and 2.7, but it's not working on 3. So when the developer is ready to make these fixes, then they will be able to enable the version on 3.0 and see the results. So I hope that this video helps other people who would like to introduce continuous integration to their Ruby project, or maybe other projects. It can be done in a similar way, I guess, to other projects. Okay, here you can see it's already green, the one 2.6, so it already passed the tests. And actually, let's look at that if we can see it. And the 2.7 has passed in the meantime. So these are the results of the running of the tests. So that's it for the video. I hope that it helped you. If you liked the idea and the video, then please like also the video and follow the channel so you'll not miss other videos about similar subjects. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.